I was really kind of excited about Doctor Sleep. I knew it was a kind of sequel to The Shining, following the character of Danny Torrance, and I was happy enough with that. When I found out that Mike Flanagan was going to be directing it, I was over the moon. The guy's been doing some terrific work, like Gerald's Game. He did the fantastic Oculus, as well as some good TV shows on Netflix as well. And I was just super hyped. Ewan McGregor got cast as Danny. Rebecca Ferguson got cast as Rose the Hat, the antagonist of the movie, and I was just good to go. Then I started to see the trailers and realised that this had a lot more of The Shining in it than I first expected, and that made me take a little bit of a back step. Was The Shining a movie that really needed a sequel? Didn't matter, we were getting it anyway. So I went kind of excited about the movie, and it was brilliant, really fantastic. It's such an engaging piece. What I liked most about this is it does have nods to The Shining, and they feel like a little bit fan culture in the way they're delivered, but they're not used throughout the movie. They're used for a particular reason in the final third and at the beginning of the movie as well, because it's necessary. When we open up the movie, we get Danny and his mum after the events at the Overlook Hotel as they're trying to deal with the trauma that's been happening. Then we jump a period of time to discover Danny, who is or has some misgivings as an adult. He's not leading the best of life. He's kind of staying away from his shining powers. He is just ticking by. He has no home, he's no direction, he's nothing to do, but he is drawn to this small town. Doesn't know why, but when he gets there, he meets somebody who just takes a chance on him and gives him a job. And he starts to talk to somebody through a sort of blackboard where he can write comments and somebody else is writing back, and he doesn't know who it is. We know it's this young girl, Abra, who seems to have an enormous amount of power. Then we have the antagonists. We have the True Knot cult led by Rose the Hat, who seem to be a kind of group of vampires feasting on shining powers that these kids have. They want the kids because that's when it's at its rawest, and that's when it can really highlight their senses as well. And we have this group of people who are after Abra at one point, and we have Danny, who is reluctant to access his powers but feels a need to go and protect her. Like I say, you get the first 5-10 minutes, which is kind of shining centric, and you get the last 20 minutes where it's back at the Overlook Hotel, but it's there for a purpose and a reason, and it doesn't feel as if it's just there just so we can go, aha, we know what that is. And throughout the rest of the movie, we are given 3 more, but the 3 leads are fantastic characters. You get a flawed Danny who has been dependent on alcohol for a large portion of his life, who is now clean, who is detoxing, who is on a program and trying to piece his life back together. We get the addicted True Knot clan who are just hunting, constantly trying to feed, constantly trying to keep their little family together. We get Abra, who is starting to discover her powers and realise that she may not be the only one out there. And this movie has some truly horrific sequences in it. There is one where the cult are killing a little child, and it is prolonged, it's violent, it's awful, and it's just oh so destructive and terrifying and just feral in its nature. I think Ewan McGregor does a terrific job of painting a picture of this guy who trouble making connection, who's trouble leaving parts of his past behind or facing up to those kind of home truths that he has to face. The story of Doctor Sleep is just one that's entertaining from start to finish, and it has some outstanding set pieces. The one at the Overlook Hotel is rather fantastic. The sequence where they're killing the kid is, although extremely trauma filled and terrifying, is a great sequence. But my favourite sequence in this movie is an astral projection, where you have Rose the Hat trying to find information on Abra, the young girl, and it's just a fantastically terrific visual. It's exciting, it's thrilling, and it's just an engaging set piece, which the movie has plenty of. The young girl Abra is fantastic, and not for the typical reasons. She is a young girl, but she's not running away screaming or trying to hide or get away from these people. She is always trying to fight, trying to find out knowledge, trying to find a way to turn the tables on these people, and I like that character. It wasn't a damsel in a distress, it was a strong-willed person who had these powers, not full control of them, but wanted to fight anyway. I loved it. Doctor Sleep was marvellous, a great sequel to a masterpiece of a movie. This is way better than it has any right to be. I think Doctor Sleep is one of those movies that if you don't go and see in the big screen, you're going to end up kicking yourself about it. I think it's great. I'd love to know your thoughts on Doctor Sleep. Let me know in the comment box below, and I'll see you next time on Man vs. Film.